Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're tackling one of Australia's really haunting cold cases, the Tynong North and Frankston murders. It's this 40-year silence, just baffling. We're going to try and pull out the key insights from the material we've got here and make sense of this whole mystery.
Yeah, and what really jumps out from the sources is just how different the victims were. It defies the usual, profiling. We're talking everyone from a 14-year-old schoolgirl, Catherine Headland, right up to a 73-year-old grandmother, Bertha Miller.
That range is incredible. So the killer wasn't targeting a specific type.
Exactly. It seems more like they targeted a situation. Lone women, walking or waiting for buses, trams, that kind of vulnerability.
Okay, so let's map that out a bit. The timeline, it's chillingly short, isn't it? May 1980 to October 81.
Just over a year, yeah.
It starts with Allison Rook from Frankston bus stop, then later Joy Carmel Summers from the exact same spot.
That detail is quite significant, isn't it?
It really is. And in between, you had Bertha Miller, 73, taken in broad daylight near a tram stop, Catherine Headland, only 14, at a bus stop in Berwick, and Marie Sargent, 18, right after she'd picked up a check.
And don't forget Naramole Stevenson. She's a bit of an outlier in the pattern.
Right. The circumstances there were different. Seen arguing with someone in Brunswick, I think, and then with another man.
Yeah, her case always stood out a bit. And the way they were found, that also tells different stories.
Okay, let's get into that. The discoveries. Two distinct places, right?
That's right. First, Frankston. Allison Rook and Joy Summers were found quite quickly.
In nearby scrubland.
Yeah, which suggests maybe convenience, close to where they were abducted, perhaps dumped quickly.
Okay, but then there's Tynong North.
Ah, yes. The Quarry of Bones, as it became known. That's where Bertha Miller, Anne-Marie Sargent, and Catherine Headland were found. Months later, skeletal remains.
And the reports mention something about ritualistic concealment. What does that mean?
Well, the sources suggest they weren't just dumped haphazardly. There might have been some sort of deliberate arrangement. It's disturbing. For instance, Bertha Miller, the grandmother, she was found clothed. But the two teenagers, Anne-Marie and Catherine, were naked.
That difference is striking, points maybe to different motives or treatment.
It certainly fuels speculation. And then Naramole Stevenson, again, she's different. Found purely by chance, wasn't she?
Yeah, 2 years later, someone got a flat tire near the freeway in the Tynong North area, apparently.
And her remains seemed more carelessly dumped. It just adds to the question mark over whether she's definitely linked to the same person or people.
So you've got these victim differences, the disposal differences. How tough was it for police back then, especially without modern tech? We're talking the early 80s.
Oh, incredibly tough. Think about it, pre-DNA world. That's the biggest hurdle.
Right. No genetic fingerprinting.
Exactly. Plus, initial police inquiries were separate. They didn't immediately link them all. And crucially, no direct eyewitnesses to the actual abductions.
Which suggests the killer was maybe persuasive, not overtly forceful.
Possibly. Maybe offering a lift, acting like a good Samaritan. So investigators were working almost entirely off circumstantial stuff. No hard forensic link.
Theories shifted too, didn't they? About how many killers?
They did. An inquiry around 85 suggested maybe 3 killers. Later analysis pointed towards 2. But then a big police appeal in 2017 focused back on finding just one person. It's been all over the place.
Okay, despite all these challenges, there was a prime suspect, Harold Janman.
Yes, Harold Janman. The case against him was compelling, but always circumstantial.
What were the key points?
Well, he lived in Frankston. He worked at the Tynong Quarry, one of the dumping grounds. He was known to offer lifts to women sometimes. His alibi for Joy Summers, the last victim, was apparently quite weak. And he failed 2 lie detector tests.
Okay, that's building a picture.
But the most chilling detail from the reports is this. The murders just stopped. Abruptly. After the police first interviewed Janman on December 3rd, 1981.
Wow, that timing is very hard to ignore.
It is. But Janman always denied he had anything to do with it.
And he passed away recently.
He died in August 2020, aged 88, took any potential secrets with him, which, effectively closed off that main line of inquiry for the police.
And just to be absolutely clear for everyone listening, this is not the same case as the later Frankston serial killer Paul Denyer in 1993. Completely separate.
Absolutely. 2 distinct, terrible sets of crimes. Important distinction.
So summing it up, why is it still cold after 4 decades?
It's really a perfect storm, unfortunately. No definitive physical evidence, no DNA link. The killer seemed opportunistic, hitting different types of victims, making profiling really hard. No witnesses to the abductions. And now the prime suspect is deceased.
It's just devastating. 6 women, their families waiting all this time. The impact on that community must still be felt.
Immense, a huge scar. But the police haven't given up. The files are still open at the homicide squad.
And there's that massive reward, right?
Yes. In 2017, they put up a $6 million reward. That's $1 million for information leading to a conviction for each victim. They clearly believe someone out there still holds the key.
It comes back to that simple, powerful idea. Somebody knows something.
Exactly. And maybe, just maybe, with Janman gone, whoever that person is might feel safer coming forward now. Fear might have faded.
It's certainly a hope.
If you or anyone you know have any information at all about the murders of Allison Rook, Bertha Miller, Catherine Headland, Anne-Marie Sargent, Armel Stevenson, or Joy Carmel Summers, please do the right thing.
Call Crime Stoppers Victoria. The number is 1-800-333-1000. You absolutely can remain anonymous.
Please call.